Hello everyone, my name is Dafny Gutierrez, and this is my project for the biology project over protosomes. As you can see, I have elected to speak to you today over crabs. So today I'll be talking to you about what a crab is as an animal, their evolutionary process on how they became the way that they are, their traits that make them special, and their importance in the ecosystem. All right, so firstly, what is a crab? The scientific name for a crab is the Brachyura. They live mostly in freshwater and seawater habitats, though they can survive in deserts as long as there is a water source. They eat various things such as algae, small fish, worms, or seaweed. And the way that they acquire that food is by using their claws/pinchers to capture their meals. So how did crabs become crabs? What was their evolutionary process? Pictured here is a condensed version of their family tree. It is not as all-inclusive as I would have liked, but it does contain some of the other clades that are related to crabs, such as the echinoderms that contain sea stars and sea urchins, the chordates, which is fish, birds, and sea squirts, and mollusks, which contain squid, clams, and oysters. Here you can see the arthropods with insects and lobsters that are the most closely related to the crabs. Here you have the taxonomy of a crab, which contains the domain of Eukaryota, meaning that the crabs have nucleated shells, the kingdom of Animalia, which means that the crabs are firstly heterotrophic and then secondly multinucleated, the phylum, as previously mentioned, of Arthropoda, and the subphyla of crustaceans, which means that they are invertebrates with exoskeletons, the class of Malacostrata, which means that they have segmented bodies, more on that later, the order of Decapoda, giving them 10 legs, and a suborder of Proteoseamata, which interestingly means that the female crabs fertilize the eggs rather than the males, and the infraorder of Brachyura, which makes it a true crab. So what is so special about the crabs? What are the characteristics? Crabs have pinchers that they use not only to get food, but also to protect them from predators. They have segmented bodies, which allows them to move more freely in their rigid bodies. They have compound eyes, which lets them see their predators and prey better. Exoskeletons, which are made of chitin and protect their soft bodies on the inside. They walk sideways, which is not an evolutionary trait. It's more so just simply because of how they're built. Their knee joints bend outwards rather than forward, so it's more natural for them to walk sideways. And lastly, they are omnivorous, which makes it easier for them to acquire food since they eat such a variety of things. So why are crabs important? Crabs are very important in the ecosystem. They are a source of food for many organisms, such as humans, seagulls, otters, and sharks. They also consume a large assortment of organisms, such as seaweed, algae, and shrimp. This helps balance the prey-predator balance in the food web of their habitats. Additionally, they are decomposers, since they eat dead organisms, which helps clean up their environment. Basically, the fact that they eat so much and are eaten by so much makes them a very important player in most food webs, and that's why they are significant. All right, these are the citations/websites that I used for this project, and that is my presentation. All right, thank you all for listening, and have a nice rest of your day.